Big Sonic, I don't feel the same anymore. I feel like everything has changed. I feel so different. I don't feel the same anymore. I feel like I've gotten older. I don't feel the same anymore. Everything looks different. I remember when I was a lot younger, this entire world that we were living in and stuff was so different. All the people that I used to know are all gone. What's going on, Big Sonic? I just feel so lost and my heart hurts and I just feel so sad and depressed. What's going on, Big Sonic? Well, Small Sonic, time just moves forward and stuff, and everything around you sort of changes and stuff like that. People come and go, as you know, that's just normal and natural. Again, time moves forward. It's sort of just how things are and how the world works. You can't really do anything about this, Small Sonic. Big Sonic, I miss being younger. I miss all the people I used to see and know and I used to talk to. I just miss everyone I used to be with and stuff. But there were these people that I used to know when I was younger. They're all gone. I have this hole in my heart. I feel so sad and depressed. Can you help me out, Big Sonic? Well, Small Sonic, again, these things are sort of just natural and normal. People come and go. The world changes as time moves forward. Everything's going to like kind of go away inevitably. Everything's sort of temporary and finite. Just enjoy the experiences you have with people and the environment that you're in the surroundings and the opportunities you have in blah 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 blah. Things change as time moves on and time marches forward and moves forward and etc. and stuff like this. Big Sonic, I miss those people that I used to know when I was younger. A couple of my relatives have also passed away. I sort of still miss them now. I can't meet them again. I don't know how to deal with this, Big Sonic. I can't meet my relatives again. That's quite depressing to me. Like a lot of my uncles and aunts, I used to know them when I was a lot younger and stuff, and now they've passed away and they're gone and stuff. How do you deal with this, Big Sonic? I'm so depressed and sad. I don't know if I could continue living. Well, Small Sonic, people come and go, and what's very unfortunate is that people also die and they don't come back. Not only do people come and go, but people also die and they go into the grave and you don't get to talk to them anymore, and that's just very unfortunate, Small Sonic. That's just how the world is. You can't really do anything about this. Very sad and unfortunate, but that's just the world we're living in and stuff. People come and go, and unfortunately people die and go into the grave and you don't get to talk to them anymore. I know, it's just how things are. I know how sad it is, but it's how things are. You're never going to be able to talk to your relatives again. Some of them now passed away. Big Sonic, I really miss my childhood. I want to go back to that time period. I just don't see any value being where I am now. I just wish I could go back to being a young kid again. Yeah, Small Sonic, it's very natural to have these feelings of nostalgia for your childhood and for when you were like a youngling and stuff. It's very natural, Small Sonic, but that's not how the world works. You can't go back in time. Time only moves forward, not backwards. That's so sad and unfortunate, but this is how things are. I miss the people I used to know. I miss the relatives that I can't talk to anymore that have passed away. I miss them. I miss the people I used to know. I miss the relatives that I used to talk to and stuff. And my uncles and aunts have died. I can't talk to them anymore. My grandparents have died, and I can't talk to them anymore. I'm so sad. Very sad, Big Sonic. How can you? I just don't feel good right now. I feel very sad and down. Well, Small Sonic, it's just how the world works. People come and go and people die, unfortunately, and you don't get to chit chat with them anymore and something. That's just very unfortunate and sad, and I can't really do anything about that. Neither can you. It's all out of our control. Time only moves forward. Small Sonic doesn't go backwards. People come and go and people also die and stuff. That's very unfortunate, but that's just how the world works and that's just how things are. I'm so sorry, Small Sonic. I know you're feeling depressed and sad. There's just nothing we can do about this. Big Sonic, I don't feel so good anymore. I don't know what to do. I feel lost. I miss being a youngling and talking to my grandparents and my uncles and aunts. I don't get to see them anymore, and that's very depressing to me and sad, and I miss my childhood and I can't experience that again. I just feel so sad and down. Help me, Big Sonic. well, Small Sonic is not in our control, it's completely out of our control. You just have to kind of, I guess, maybe become more detached from this. I don't know, maybe kind of ignore it. I don't know, maybe just distract yourself. I don't know. It's completely out of our control. We can't do anything about this. Small Sonic, it's just how the world works, unfortunately. People come and go, and people also die and go into the grave, and things change as time moves forward. That's just how things are, and you can't really do anything about this. Small Sonic, unfortunately. I'm so sad right now, Big Sonic. I feel like I want to cry. I'm gonna go and do that. Oh, okay, Small Sonic. You can do that. It's very healthy anyway to cry and let your feelings out. It's sort of a little bit gay though. But I'll talk to you when you feel better, Small Sonic. He's very down right now. He might not want to come back. Oh. And that's about it, I guess. I can't really bring him here anymore. Everything is temporary. The topic of this video is going to be about how everything is temporary. Everything is temporary. Temporary, everything is temporary. What am I getting at? Everything is temporary, temporary. What am I getting at? What do I mean by this? Basically, everything is temporary. Really, I mean, everything is temporary. This is very straightforward. You should be able to understand what I'm trying to say. Everything is temporary. You should know what I mean by that. Everything is temporary. This is so important, very important for you to like kind of understand and grasp, and to come to terms with this sort of very unfortunate reality that everything is temporary. Everything is temporary. Everything is temporary. This is so important to understand, especially as a young person. I don't know. You need to understand that everything in your life is temporary. Everything in your life is temporary. The people that you love are gonna turn old and pass away. Family, and I don't know, family, friends, and maybe romantic partners, they're gonna turn old and pass away. Everything is temporary. All of the material wealth that you might have built up, I don't know, maybe you might have like invested properly and stuff. You might have been into like finances. You were some type of I don't know. You worked in some profession that gave you a lot of material wealth. I don't know. You managed to get yourself a lot of money in your life and stuff, and you're happy and stuff and blah blah blah. And you're so like you're over the moon and stuff about this, that you managed to get a lot of money in your life. What's very kind of unfortunate is that money is going to disappear inevitably, even if you keep it safe somewhere. I don't know. Like once you die, that money is not yours anymore. Do you get it? Once you die, there's no guarantee that money is gonna belong to yourself or your. Maybe you might think that, oh, I'll just give it to my children and grandchildren, and they'll keep it safe and blah blah blah, and it'll be for them then. I mean, there's no guarantees that your descendants will even like care about the money you made in your lifetime. They might not even care about that. Who knows? Everything is temporary. Everything is temporary, and inevitably that money is going to trickle down as time goes on. As that money goes through your descendants, it's going to like fade away anyway. Like your great grandson's probably just going to not care that you managed to save maybe £1 billion in I don't know, in some type of account. I don't know, in some type of bank. I don't know. Your great grandson's not going to give a shit about that. He's just going to be, maybe if you know, he's just going to be concerned about his own life. I don't know. And obviously, I don't know. But everything is temporary. Family, friends, romantic partners, the people that you love are going to turn old and die. Everything is temporary. Look around you. Everything you see is temporary. It's all going to disappear in a billion years. Think about that. It's so insane once you actually start to think about this, that everything that you see around you is just gonna disappear in a billion years. You might say, oh no, I live in like, maybe like you might try and be like sort of contentious and stuff and say, well, not really, I live in a very special place. I have, my house is like made of steel, it's gonna stand tall for hundreds of years, blah blah. Okay, hundreds of years, but what about a billion years? What about a cajillion years? Because like, come on, it doesn't matter how contentious you are. In a billion years, like, it doesn't matter how fortified your house is or whatever. If you have like a house that's made of steel, whatever, it's gonna crumble and get, you know, replaced and smashed to pieces and blah blah blah. In a billion years, like, everything you see around you is just gonna disappear, which is so traumatizing. That's so sad and so traumatizing as well. Everything you see around you is so temporary, and it's going to disappear very quickly and soon. Your parents, family, friends, romantic partners, wife and husband, I don't know, they're gonna turn old and die. Oh, they might get hit by a bus tomorrow, you don't know. You don't know. All that you know is that everything is temporary. Look around you. All of these things, everything that you see around you, so it's going to like disappear inevitably in a billion years, most likely. Yes, it will. Doesn't matter if you like put all your personal belongings and material wealth into a massive safe and you bury that deep so nobody can touch it. Doesn't matter if you do that, because in a billion years, like, the dirt and everything is going to start to creep into that vase. The vase is going to start to rust up and everything's just going to like deteriorate inevitably. You can't avoid this. Everything is temporary. Everything is temporary. You cannot deny this reality. This is facts. Facts. That everything is temporary. Look around you. All the things that you see are temporary. Like, you look at yourself in the mirror, your muscles and tissue and skin and whatever, and your hair. You're going to be a skeleton one day. It's not very scary. You're going to be a skeleton one day. You're going to be a skeleton one day in the grave, sir or miss. You're going to be a skeleton one day. You're going to be a skeleton one day. Think about that. You see, look at me. Literally, look at me. Look at my bruised up nose. All of my skin and like organs and tissue and hair and all of this is I'm just gonna turn into a skeleton. I'm gonna be gone forever one day. We're all gonna die and turn into skeletons. Isn't that very scary? Everything is temporary. Look around you. All of the stuff that you see around you, the buildings, the roads, the cars, all this technology that we've made for ourselves, all the books that we have, all the literature, anything that you can touch with your hands, is gonna disappear in a billion years. That's facts. Everything is temporary. Get that in your head. That is facts. Everything is temporary. There's nothing there's nothing in this world that's gonna last forever. It's impossible. All the scientists will tell you that in a cajillion years, the Earth's gonna explode, maybe, probably. The sun's gonna die out, something probably in a cajillion years. Everything is temporary. Which is kind of so funny to me. But then nobody seems to understand this. We tend to live our lives as if we're immortal. Especially if you're young, it's almost as if time doesn't exist. Everything that we have is just going to be with us until eternity. And so it does feel like that when you're very young, that you're sort of immortal. You're immortal. Time doesn't apply to you and stuff. I don't know. It's nonsense. Everything is temporary. Look around you. Everything is temporary. Everything's going to disappear in a cajillion years. That's so sad. Your family, friends, romantic partners, husband, wife, they're gonna turn old, they're gonna turn into skeletons, literally. Your mom and dad, it's so depressing, it's sad to say this. Your mom and dad are gonna turn into skeletons, and you're not gonna be able to like touch them and be intimate with them anymore. Which is intimate. I mean like not in a very like disgusting way, but like in a more wholesome way. Like you talk to your mom and dad and stuff about your problems, and they try and help you out. You're not going to be able to do that when they're skeletons, and that's so sad, because it's inevitable that your mom and dad are going to turn into skeletons. And they're going to die, and they're not going to be able to come back to planet Earth. They're going to be gone forever and stuff. And you're going to turn into a skeleton, and everyone you know is going to turn into a skeleton. And we're all just going to be skeletons in the grave someday. And that's so horrifically sad. It's kind of funny as well that we're all just going to turn into skeletons. We're going to be in the grave, and we're all just going to be a bunch of like lifeless, dead skeletons. Look at me, man. I'm full of life. I can talk, I can breathe. You see my nose, and you see my skin and my tissue and my eyes and my mouth and my lips and my eyebrows and my hair. You see my entire face. All of this is just all my skin's gonna melt away when I'm dead. All my features are gonna, like all my organs and stuff are gonna disappear. I'm just gonna be a skeleton in the grave. We're all just gonna turn into skeletons inevitably. That's so very sad. Very, 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 very sad. But it's just inevitable. It's inevitable that we're all just gonna turn into skeletons. We're gonna turn into skeletons, and we're we're gonna go into the grave and we're not gonna be able to get back up. And that's very, 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 very sad. Very sad indeed. It's very, 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 very sad indeed. Okay, so why are you telling me this? A lot of you guys might be getting pissed off. Why are you telling me that I'm gonna turn into a skeleton? Why are you being a dickhead? Why are you reminding me that everything is temporary? Why are you being a dickhead? Because you need to know this. It's so important. It's like, if you want to have like, if you want to be like sort of enlightened, you need to understand the fact that everything is temporary. You're going to turn into a skeleton. That's so true. That's facts. Everyone, all your parents are going to turn into skeletons. Everyone you know and love is going to turn into a skeleton. They're going to die and not come back to this planet Earth. You got to deal with this somehow. I don't know. You got to come to terms with it. You can't be some dumbass. Pretend like, oh, everything isn't temporary. Everything's gonna last forever. No, you're gonna die, man. You're gonna turn old and die. Everyone you know and love is gonna turn old and die. We're all gonna turn into skeletons one day. You have to come to terms with this. Don't be a dumbass. Don't be like ignorant and stupid. Why are you telling me this? I'm gonna turn into a skeleton. Everything's temporary. You're making me sad and depressed. I have to tell you it like it is, though, because a lot of people are so ignorant and delusional and stuff. They live their lives as if they're sort of immortal and stuff, and things are just going to continue on the way they are. No, they're not. Everything is temporary. Everything's going to inevitably get changed and replaced, and new people are going to get born and old people are going to die. But inevitably, we're all going to just turn into skeletons, which is very funny and sad. And I don't know how you would like personally think about that we're all just going to turn into skeletons and go into the grave and stuff. I don't know. It's very funny if you think about it in a very twisted way. I don't know. We're all going to turn into skeletons. Everyone you know and love and care about is going to die, is going to grow old and die and turn into a skeleton. You're going to grow old and die and turn into a skeleton. Everything is temporary. Look around you. Everything you see around you, everything and anything that you can touch with your hands is temporary. It's going to, in a cajillion, billion, trillion, sextillion years, everything and anything that you can touch with your hands, anything and everything that you can touch with your hands is gonna disappear from off the face of the earth. You're not gonna be able to get it back. You're not even gonna be alive. Like in a cajillion, like compare the human, because us humans, we only live really, like human beings, we only live till we're 30, and then we start to get old past 30. Then 60 if you're lucky, 70 is when most people die, and then 80, 90, 100 is like very rare, but you can make it to there. But I don't know why you'd want to live till you're 80, 90, 100. I would not want to do that. I would want to potentially and maybe off myself before I get to that age. But anyway, us human beings, we live like for such a minuscule amount of time. Compare our lives to a cajillion, trillion, sextillion years. It's so funny to me that so many people are ignorant and dumb. They live their lives as if they're immortal, as if they're going to live forever. It's so dumb to me. You're going to die, you're going to grow old and die, and you're going to turn into a skeleton. Everyone you know and love and care about is going to die and grow old and die and turn into a skeleton. We're all just going to grow old and die and turn into a skeleton. Everything is temporary and finite. Look around you. Everything you see in this world is going to disappear and to never come back the way it is. Everything is temporary and finite. Even the planet Earth, our precious planet Earth, and our sun's going to die out in a cajillion, sextillion years. Once he realized that everything is so temporary, nothing is like infinite, nothing is like gonna last forever, it's insane. Even our universe, inevitably, if the scientists are accurate, is gonna like die. We're not gonna have the same universe anymore, inevitably. We're not gonna have the same Earth anymore, inevitably. The sun's gonna die out, everything's just gonna die out. We're so insane. If you're watching this video, you're gonna turn into a skeleton. You're gonna grow old, and you're gonna turn into a skeleton. Everyone you know and love and care about is going to grow old and turn into a skeleton. You have to kind of have this type of like understanding. I don't know. It's insane to me. I don't know that people don't really think about this too much. I don't know. It's very. Look at that. Look at my nose. It's all bruised up. Horrible. Anyway, everything is temporary. You're going to grow old and turn into a skeleton. Everyone you know and love and care about is going to grow old and turn into a skeleton. Very haunting. I don't know how to say that. It's very haunting and sad and depressing, but that's just life. Life is very sad and depressing and unfortunate. You know, everything is temporary. Everyone you know and love and care about is going to die and turn old. Is going to turn old, grow old, die, then turn into a skeleton. That's very funny though. We're all just going to turn into skeletons one day, and we're just going to be in the grave. It's kind of it's so twisted, but it's very funny as well. that we're all just going to turn into skeletons and we're going to be in the grave and we're gonna, you know, look at me, I'm full of life right now. I can talk, I have all my organs are working, I have my skin, my muscles, everything's working. You see my face, I have all the skin and this spit and this muscle tissue and my eyes and my eyebrows and all this hair and stuff and this, all my features are here. All of this, I'm just going to turn into a skeleton one day. I'm just going to be in the grave. It's kind of very twisted and funny as well. It's funny if you, in a very twisted and dark way. You must understand this, that everything is temporary. Everything is temporary. Nothing lasts forever. Inevitably, everything around you is going to disappear. Even planet Earth, the sun that we have, our universe is going to die out inevitably. If the scientists are sort of correct about this, I don't know. The heat death of the universe, look into that, I don't know. Everything is temporary. Okay, well, why are you telling me this? Why are you being a dickhead about this? And why are you telling me that everything is temporary and I'm gonna turn into a skeleton? Why are you making me sad and depressed? I'm just really trying to make you a little bit more enlightened, sort of, I don't know. I know I might be coming off as like some type of pretentious dickhead, I don't know. Some type of dickhead that's being kind of edgy, I don't know, but hopefully you do find some type of wisdom in what I'm saying, right? That you're gonna grow old and die and turn into a skeleton. Everyone you know and love and care about is gonna grow old and die and turn into a skeleton. Everything is so temporary, it's so insane to me, right? Everything is temporary. It's almost as if we live our lives as if we're immortals. It's so weird to me. Because you have to understand that everything is temporary. We always tend to live our lives as if we're immortal, as if we're going to be on planet Earth forever. That's not true. Everything is temporary, right? Everything is temporary. Even, I mean, if the scientists are sort of correct, even like our universe, our sun, our planet Earth, everything's going to die out inevitably. Everything's gonna just die out. Look around you, all of this this building, this infrastructure, this window and stuff, everything, anything that you can touch with your hands is gonna be gone forever someday. It's so insane to think about that. It's impossible to for something to last forever in our reality, in our world and universe. In our world and universe, in our reality, everything is going to disappear one day. Even you are watching my videos, whoever you are watching my videos, you're gonna turn into a skeleton and you're gonna not be here forever. It's so sad and funny and twisted as well. Everything's going to disappear one day. Think about that. So insane. Everything is going to disappear one day. Even the universe, the sun, our planet Earth is all just going to disappear one day. And that's kind of, I don't know, there's so many different ways to see that. I don't know, you might be getting very depressed or you might be very joyful. Oh, finally, right, that this shitty planet and our shitty universe and sun is going to go away. I don't know. Depends on who you are and what your beliefs are. Everything is temporary. Everything is temporary. Nothing's going to last forever in our universe, in our reality. Nothing's going to last forever. Everything is temporary and finite. And inevitably, one day, everything is going to disappear and never come back. And that's just unfortunate and sad, but that's just our reality and world. So don't get so caught up in our world. So many people turn into like in our world, there's so many people, they live their lives as if they're immortals. They turn into dickheads, snobby cunts. They don't, they manage to get, like, some people, they get a lot of money and stuff. They just, they get very selfish. They don't, I don't know, charity, they don't care about that. They just kind of spend money on like luxury cars, be like these type of snobby dickhead cunts, all right? These types of snobby dickhead cunts, they earn a lot of wealth, whatever, and stuff, and they just buy luxury cars, they get mansions, and that's all they care about and stuff. I don't know. They act like these things are gonna be with them forever. I don't know. Damn, my GoPro Hero 9 got too hot and it turned off. Anyway, so everything is temporary. Everything is temporary. I mentioned these snobby dickhead cunts. They got a lot of money, they get these nice luxury cars, mansions, blah blah blah. All this stuff is just gonna go away one day. they're gonna turn into skeletons. It doesn't matter like where you are in life. Like maybe you're sort of a loser. This might comfort you in some way, but maybe you like some type of bum and stuff. Yeah, but life hasn't been going well for you and stuff, and you're not wealthy in any way, and you don't have what you want. And stuff doesn't matter because we're all just gonna turn into skeletons. That snobby dickhead cunt that has all the money and the nice cars and luxury items and stuff, he's gonna just turn into a skeleton just like you are. Doesn't matter how nice his clothes are, or what car he drives, and what house he lives in. He's just gonna be in the grave, in the dirt with you. You're both just gonna be skeletons in the grave one day. It's kind of funny and sad as well. It's funny and sad. It's kind of like that. It's funny and sad in so many different ways. It's actually very sad. It's funny and sad in so many different ways. That we're all just gonna turn into skeletons. Doesn't matter how rich we are, what car we drive, what house we live in, we're just gonna be skeletons. And everything we've kind of got for ourselves is gonna disappear from off the face of the earth. Very scary and sad indeed. That's life though, isn't it? At least, I mean, again, if you're like a bum or loser, life hasn't been going well for you, I mean, you can take some comfort in this, right? Even if I'm sort of a loser, I don't have what I want, it doesn't matter because we're just all going to be skeletons in the grave one day. Even that snobby, rich dickhead cunt is going to be like a skeleton in the grave one day, just like me. I don't know. Anyway, everything is temporary. Facts. That is facts. Everything is temporary. Nothing's going to last forever. Even our sun, universe, planet Earth is going to like explode one day and die out. Maybe if the scientists are accurate. Actually, is there anything in our reality, in our universe, planet Earth? Is there anything that's going to last forever? Actually, that's very interesting to think. That's a very interesting topic. Is there anything in our planet Earth and universe reality that's going to last forever? That's something you gotta really think about and contemplate on. Is there anything on planet Earth that's going to last forever? That's very interesting. Oh, very interesting to think about. Is there anything on planet Earth, our reality, etc., that's going to last forever? It's very interesting to think about. Very interesting to think about that question. Is there anything on planet Earth, our reality, our universe, that's going to last forever? Is there anything? Name one thing. I don't know. I can't think of anything. Everything's just going to die out and go away inevitably as time marches on? Everything's going to disappear and go away. It's so funny. It's sad. It's funny and sad. It's funny in a very sad, dark way. Everything is temporary. I don't know. You have to come to terms with this. I don't know how you're going to come to terms with this, but you have to. That even your loved ones, your parents, friends, romantic partners, husbands, wives, girlfriends, boyfriends, whatever, they're gonna grow old and they're gonna turn into skeletons when they die, and it's so sad. And it's out of our control and stuff. It's very sad. Everything is temporary. This is especially sad when you think about your loved ones, right? You might have like a couple of relatives that have passed away and you don't get to chit chat with them anymore, and they're just skeletons. You see their lifeless corpses and stuff, and it's so sad to see their lifeless corpses and stuff. And that you don't get to like be intimate with them anymore because they're just corpses and they're skeletons, and that's very sad and very depressing. It's just the inevitable reality that we're all just gonna turn into skeletons one day and stuff. Everything is temporary. Nothing lasts forever. It's just so sad, but it's unfortunately the world, the universe, the reality we live in, and nothing lasts forever. Everything inevitably is going to die out and change and not be the same anymore and blah blah blah. Literally, is there anything in our world, our universe, our reality that lasts forever? Is there anything that's like eternal and immortal? Nope. Even the sun's gonna die out, according to like the scientists, if they're correct. I don't know. Maybe I don't know about that. Actually, I don't know. I think everything, even the universe, the heat death, all this stuff, everything's just gonna like kind of just go black inevitably. You're going to turn into a skeleton one day. You're gonna grow old and die and turn into a skeleton. That's very funny. You gotta actually think about that. I don't know. And that's about it. Hopefully you do think about that and everything else in this video.